Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.
And that'll be $60. We'll see
That
you
will.
next week.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah. Ooh. Keep an eye on your phones there, bud.
I'm looking. Just talking golf.
So on Mike's special day, we're in here together. Haven't seen each other in a couple of weeks. We sit down. We're doing it, and during the break, gets a golf tip. He wants to work on his golf game. Buddy, I'm working on your life here, man. This is a big day in your life, and I'd be happy to spend some time. We should go golfing together pretty soon.
I agree.
Go
I
up
would
there.
love that.
But let's talk Mike. It's time, and chime in.
Chop in.
God, hop and chop. Chime in anytime you want, here, buddy. So let's talk about where are you born and what are your first memories? Where were you born?
I was born in Mountain View, California, near Silicon Valley.
And were you living in that area at the time? Was your family living there?
We were living in Cupertino, California.
And your earliest memory?
Wow.
Cupertino, that's I've been in that area with you, right?
Earliest memory. It's got to be playing in the backyard with one of those big plastic pools.
Yeah.
And you got the hose going. And my dad used to take one of those crazy hose things you'd hook up to, and then you turn it on, and the thing squiggles and goes flying all over the place.
With the red cone head.
Yes, the red cone head.
Yeah, that thing was
cool.
That
hurt when you got hit.
Flippy flop or so. What was the name of that little
thing? You got
thing?
hit by that thing? It hurts.
Yeah, it would go nuts.
But yeah, I can remember that.
Because when you're that little, it's like a giant fire hose coming at you with a plastic
head.
It
is big,
the
man.
plastic hammerhead.
I loved it, but I was scared of it.
What was that name? That squiggly something, man.
The Squigginator?
I'm going to look it up. That's also turned 50.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've ever had one of those. It flew outside. So it must have been warm up there. So you remember playing in the pool and staying cool. Did you have pets?
We did. We had the first dog we had his name was Sport, and black dog, probably about a couple feet off the ground, feisty, really thick dog, and he'd just run into you and take you down, tackle. He was just hilarious. He used to I can't even say. He'd go into our dryer. He liked being in the dryer.
You're kidding?
I am not kidding.
Is this how we lost your dog?
No.
Do we call him Dizzy for short?
No.
All right, so did you ever turn it on when he was in there?
I did not.
Mike?
No, I did not. Honestly, I did not. But he liked it. I guess he liked the confined space of the dryer. And, we had one of those old school dryers, very low to the ground kind of thing. It was near the garage, near his food. So that's where he kind of would hang out. But, yeah, we had that, and then I had a Samoyed dog. You know what a Samoyed is? A sled dog?
Of course I do. Big white fluffy looking.
Big white fluffy dog, and we used to take that thing. We lived up kind of on a hill, and this is suicidal when I think about it. We'd take that dog, and she's a sled dog, and we'd get on a skateboard, and we'd say mush, and we'd be on a skateboard going down the sidewalk while she's pulling us probably 30 miles an hour.
I found it, dude.
Did you find it?
I did. It's the Whammo Water Wiggle.
The Whammo Water Wiggle.
Yeah,
that's
this
it.
thing rocked.
That's the thing.
It had a little face on it. It was plastic. Orange thing. I'll show it to you. Looks like a little. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
It looks like a squid.
A little flying sperm. Doesn't it? Looks like a little squid. Look at it go crazy. Taking kids out.
Yeah, it would. It would hit you.
Bringing back memories. I had one of those too.
That thing would hit you, man.
It's going all over the place. Anyway, sorry about what you're talking about.
No, that's all right.
I had to find this thing, man. It was called the Water Wiggle. Remember I said squiggle?
You did. You were right
close.
there, man.
It's probably Whammo.
Yeah, that's one of my earliest memories. And just in the backyard, we had a big backyard with my dad was really particular about like the yard and everything. Having everything really cut nice, and he did a great job, man. He did awesome with all that stuff. I mean, really, really good.
So those are good. So you're never keeping, the backyard and everything looking cool.
Oh yeah.
Right, so how long did you live in that house?
We lived in that house till 84, I think it was. And then that's when my parents got a divorce, and
Okay. So
we moved to my mom and
so
I
84.
family.
So 74. You're 15ish.
Yeah,
Okay.
moved
We're gonna
to
get a call in a minute.
the townhome down on Bub Road where Apple started, and that's where my mom still lives today.
Awesome, man. Because so you got your phones.
I got the phones.
Well, welcome to Golf Talk Radio. Welcome in. Who's calling?
Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Dave Shamandal,
Michael. Even.
you are awesome,
See, now that you're
man.
50, they call you Michael. Do you see the difference now?
I do. I feel like a
It's-
king, or like
Yeah,
I just moved up a notch in the world.
Yeah, you're starting to get like a rust coating. It's kind of an aging look. To
It's
you.
an aging.
Okay, what is that? A patina. Now that you have a patina. So what's happening, Dave?
Dave.
Talk to Mike.
Today you become a man.
Officially,
Take pictures, Mike.
I'm trying to.
Happy
Wow.
birthday, Mike.
Thanks, Dave. That's so cool, man. So how do I know? Like, I know I turned 50, so that officially makes me a man. Is there something else that's going to happen that I should be aware of?
Yes, but I can't tell you.
Okay, I'll talk to you later about it.
You start to feel lucky if you can find your car at the Walmart parking lot on the first attempt.
Oh boy.
That's when you know you're starting to get lucky.
Yeah.
Because pretty soon you're going to walk out and you're going to like, what? Where did I park this thing? It happens, man. It happens.
I've already had a moment or two.
I find it works better if you go from left to right
Left.
in the parking lot.
How are you doing, Dave?
Hey, I'm doing okay.
Good, man. It's awesome to hear from you, man.
Oh, good. It was good seeing you out at the course the other day, too. I don't see enough of you anymore.
I know, man. I'm miss hanging with you, man. It's cool. We'll have to get together again soon.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Well, you have been in
So
our
how's
thoughts,
things
Michael.
in the world of Paso Robles?
Oh,
They've been hot. The last 2 days are hot, but everything else is good, man. Things are cranking. They just opened the brand new restaurant and bar.
they did have so much
The
fun.
place is unbelievable.
Did
Oh,
you,
is it open now?
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable.
did you
Oh,
bring,
I gotta go check it out.
Did you bring out the-
I heard all about it. I've heard it from 4 or 5 different guys that have been up there and said they're just going gangbusters, doing all kinds of new stuff.
They opened it semi-soft opening, I guess, Wednesday night. I wasn't there, and they said it was just unbelievable.
is there no more food in the bar area?
No, everything's moved into the new restaurant
Everything.
and
What-
bar.
what's the bar area now? The
It's going.
former
It's
bar
a,
area.
it's a banquet room.
Banquet room.
They're cleaning it out. It's like going to be the Vista room with like all these windows and kind of overlooking the golf course with
Very
lights
cool.
and stuff.
Down
It's-
down below it is. Can you still pop in and get a hot dog?
yes,
That's cool.
yeah. But it's phenomenal, man. The walls open up. They're like glass windows, like doors, and they go out in the patio and they have that music bill, which I know you'd love, and they have the bars packed, and they're gonna have a piano bar, and they're gonna have all this stuff going. It's
Are
just
they
unbelievable.
playing music from the 1969 this week?
I don't know. That's a good question. I got to find
Or
out.
from the 50s would be kind of what's something
find that
important
out.
for you.
That's a great question.
Did they have music back? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I got to find
So-
that out.
So, Dave, you've been in our thoughts a lot lately. We hope you're
Yeah,
okay.
no doubt, man.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Awesome.
Yes. I was up in Paso the other day. I almost dropped by, but I didn't have time. Lois and I went up to see Chicago at that
Oh yeah,
amphitheater
at
they
Vina
have up in
Robles.
Paso.
Vina Robles.
Oh man, what a cool place that is!
I still haven't been there. I've got to go there.
Isn't it like a
That's the
three wood
first
from
time
your
I've been
house?
I can hear the music from my house.
Just get up on the roof with your water
Yeah.
wiggle.
Yeah, I walk.
That's the first time I've ever been there, and it is it is a nice place. I just was blown away.
What?
And in fact, that just made me think. You were born in '69, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
I was telling everybody about Chicago and how they only have 3 original members of the band, and they still sound so good. And I've been telling everybody, you know what? That band's as tight as when I saw them in 1969.
Wow.
I didn't even think of that till just now.
was the world black and white then? I mean, when you look down at it, it was everything.
Oh, my
But when did
gosh.
color come around?
No, it went color about 64.
Oh, 64. Okay.
That is funny. That's too good.
My My son actually asked me that one time when he was a little guy.
Yeah?
So when did colors start?
One was, fireworks in the 40s had to look weird, man. All black and white fireworks. Crazy.
You do wear those 3D goggles to
Yeah.
see them in color. Like you used to have on the papers.
I would have bought you a water wiggle if I'd have known, Mike. I would have.
Those are amazing, man.
Josie texted and she thought it was a slip and slide that we were talking about.
I had a water wheel.
I know, those are the coolest things. I mean, they take out, you'd have to run from getting hit.
Those things would hurt. Like if you get, yeah.
Well, it's better than jarts. Remember the jarts?
Oh, we had those.
Shoot, right through your foot. Ow! Yeah, those things.
That water wiggle, the top of it was made out of steel.
the top
under a
bolt.
little rubber head thing, and man, that thing hurt.
That's why it hurt was the bolt.
All I'm hearing is you guys aren't fast enough. That's just what I'm hearing, man. But at 69, I was 9. I was much quicker, man. With it, so you're little. So how old are you? 3 or 4 when you're running from that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's what I remember. Probably about 4 or 5.
So no wonder it hurt.
And we had the little pool that was probably about 2 feet tall with the rim around the outside was floppy. But then when you filled it with water, like the water made the pool spread out.
Wow. The days.
Yeah.
The good old
You
days.
lived a gifted
You
life.
really
I
did,
never
Mike.
had anything that fancy.
You didn't?
We dug a hole in the dirt and threw some water in it, man. And we were proud to go swimming. We would dive into a 3-foot pool then.
I did.
And that's the way we liked it.
That's
In a van down by the river.
And that's the way we liked it.
Well, Dave, thank you for calling and supporting this 50-year-old man.
Thank you, Dave.
We really appreciate you and hope you're doing okay.
Oh, I'm doing fine. And Mike, I hear they got a good price on walkers down at Walmart today, so
great.
you might want to look into that one.
Well, I could invest in the future, right?
Remember where you park.
Remember, yes.
Okay.
I will. I appreciate
Hey,
the
guys,
advice.
have a great day.
See
You
you,
too,
bud.
David. Love you, man.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Thanks, buddy.
So
Okay,
did you go?
bye-bye,
You said
bye.
you were in Cupertino area, or you there are 2 houses up there, and one of them still today. So you went to school, obviously, in all of those areas.
Yep, I went to Regnart Elementary, Regnart Rams, and then I went to Kennedy Junior High, Kennedy Cougars, and then I went to Mar
Kennedy.
Vista,
As in John F. Is
as
that
in John F. Kennedy.
very cool? So, what's your fondest elementary school memory?
Playing football.
Okay, and so it was a flag, obviously, maybe. there?
Well,
Little
sometimes
sport- little
yeah.
tackle in the park across the street. That's what God, we used to get
Yeah,
nuts.
well, we actually during school would play.
Wow.
When I think back on it, I can't believe that more bones weren't broken.
I broke my left arm 4 times in elementary school, buddy.
4?
4. I was like a cast almost my entire life.
That's
Just messing
crazy.
around, doing things like that.
That's crazy, man.
So playing football. So what about?
I remember playing football. I remember that, and then it was always sports. It was football. It was baseball. It was soccer. Like I can remember, and that was when I was in elementary school, we played soccer. My dad.
Is this league soccer in school? Like
This is
during recess.
This would be like after school soccer. This would be during recesses. I mean, I don't know if it was just our area where we grew up, but all the kids, all of my friends that we grew up with, from grade school to junior high to high school, we all played sports all the time. That's what we played all the time. And on
It's
the
a healthy upbringing.
and on the
buddy.
back-
you couldn't run away from the the water.
no, well, maybe as I got older.
But
But the funny
I
thing
bet you
was,
bring that sucker out now, you could dodge it.
I wish my kids were younger, I'd go get one.
That video,
Mike,
that thing was. Go ahead.
Were you a big wiffle ball guy? Did you guys play wiffle ball?
We would play wiffle ball, but the other thing we would do is we play home run ball, and we would at the elementary school we would stand on the field and we just pitch like soft pitch. It was almost like the home run derby they had for the All-Stars now, and we just see how many balls we could hit up on the school roof. It'd be hitting the side of the library and denting the buildings, and when we using real baseballs.
Yeah.
But we played wiffle ball, but we really didn't start playing wiffle ball probably till junior high or.
Well, it's
high
funny
school.
that you mentioned that because my buddies, we all played wiffle ball, but it was in the streets in front of our houses.
Yeah.
So we would go out in the evening, right after dinner or something like that, and get the stick ball basically.
Yeah.
But with a hard plastic. I don't even know if it was a wiffle ball. It was hard plastic though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had holes in it. because we didn't want to break car windows and things.
Right,
We were kind
right.
of smart enough for that, and it would fly pretty good. But we
Yeah.
were out running around the streets, smacking that ball, sliding in the cement.
We played a lot of.
That's what we did.
When I got to junior high, or actually, junior high, we played a lot of street hockey.
Wow.
And then we
on
had-
skates.
We didn't have skates,
Well, just running like field hockey, but in the street.
and we had soccer pads, soft soccer pads on the knees. If you played goalie, you had a chest protector for a catcher, and you had the catcher's helmet on. And there was checking, and we would build our goals out of PVC pipe, and we put a.
See that you
then we would put a bed sheet over the PVC pipe for like the net.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, and we did some serious checking. We did Hoover Elementary. There was a quad, they called it, and the inside of the quad, the ground, the cement was super smooth and slick like a garage floor, and it had like 4 different buildings kind of around it and 4 other openings, and then they had some kind of like a window or something, I guess, there, and we would use that window frame as the goal. And the guy who was playing goalie always had either a first baseman's glove of some kind, and we used tennis balls, and we get the street hockey sticks. And man, when I think about it again, we were checking each other. We were just hitting it was great, but I can't believe nobody got more seriously
Some
hurt.
of our what started off as flag football. We go to the park across them, and it started off flag, but it got full on tackle hard. There was people going home crying every friggin' game. So it's obviously safe to say, as you were a child, you had a love for sport, and
yeah.
But what about your first love? Do you remember what grade you were in and what her name was,
Oh boy.
or your first crush? I won't get too personal on this. I'm just curious when you were. Bring you some flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back. There's a few.
You brought a big smile to your face. By the way.
Yeah.
I can't see that here because we're on the radio. But he had a big smile on his face and got a little blushing going on. So, so something's going on in that memory. Of
No,
yours.
I'm trying to think. I think.
Your 11th grade English teacher.
Well, no,
God,
actually, you know what?
I have a story that's so close to the truth.
One of my first crushes was I think my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Haynes.
Well, we all,
3rd or 4th
we
grade
all did
teacher.
that.
That was like a big
I'm
thing.
talking about the girl you kissed on recess.
Your 11th grade English teacher.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Too busy playing sports.
It was all about sports.
Were the girls allowed to be in your sports club?
No.
All right, so things were a little different. So you didn't have little Cindy that was always off the sideline watching you guys play sports and you'd look up to and puff out the chest?
No, there might have been a few, but I never.
No note writing in
No,
class?
not until I got to high school. I mean, when I got in junior high, there were a couple that, but I hated the drama stuff of it. I hated it.
That's part of being a kid. Did you draw little hearts on your school books with a little mic and
No.
somebody?
No, I was drawing.
You never had that.
no.
You were drawing.
I was drawing music.
music. You were drawing music.
Music. It was
So
all
you didn't
about it was
have a
music
young-
and sports.
A young girl's. Okay, cool. So
I really didn't. Not until I was probably 7th grade.
okay.
8th grade.
Who was that?
It was a girl named Becky.
Becky. So awesome. She was your 7th grade. Was
A
it
crush.
Was it the same girls you grew up with in 6th grade, 7th? It was
No.
the same school. So a new girl.
Yeah.
You had a crush.
I had a crush.
No dance. Did you go to the dance with Becky
No.
to get a
No.
malt?
I never got the nerve up to
Ice cream cone.
Nope. Never got the nerve up to do that.
Was-
But the cool thing was later on when I worked at Avila as head pro, she actually showed up there for her
Wow.
friend's wedding,
And you remembered her?
and she remembered me, and I remembered her.
Mutual crush, but you
And
didn't
then
know
we
it.
were talking and stuff, and I
That's-
think we both got a little verklempt.
That's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
Wow, that was a lot of years later.
Yeah, it was a lot of years later.
So it was 8th grade, same thing, still Becky?
I think at that point, I had realized at that point, like every time I thought I had a crush or had a crush on somebody, and I approached somebody, I always felt crushed, like literally crushed.
You had a little self-esteem thing
And so I was just like, I just wasn't into it. I was into my sports. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
so-
playing football, baseball,
sports
soccer,
was your
swimming.
love.
That was my love. Yeah.
Even in high school?
yeah.
Through high school? Girlfriends
The
in high school?
first couple years in high school, I was playing football, and that was a big thing for me.
No
was
time
football.
for girls.
And then I got a job and started working at the golf course in Mountain View.
What about
And,
Tiffany, the cheerleader?
I had crushes like that, but the thing was,
It's always the Tiffany, the captain.
here's the thing: my friends had girlfriends in junior high and in high school, and I saw all the crap they were going through.
Dude, you got
And I just-
scared, man. You need to go out there.
I wanted to play sports. I didn't want to have somebody telling me that, hey, you know what? You got to go do this. You got to do that. You got to do this. And I had tried on several occasions to ask a girl to dance, do this, and I just was fine. I was just like, okay. And I think some of it had to be with the guys that I hung out with, where we were all kind of the same way, until we got into high school. And then when we got into high school, then it was a different animal. When I became a junior in high school, that's when it was like, okay, now stuff's happening. And that's when doors
Now
open.
stuff is
Now,
happening.
I just wrote that down.
Yeah.
Exact same
Now
quote.
stuff is
And we
happening.
won't-
Well, what I
won't
mean
get
by
in-
that is like at that point, I didn't care anymore.
Is that when you discovered your special purpose?
No, I discovered at that point that I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to college. I'm going to have fun in my high school years and junior and senior year, because I had tried in my freshman and sophomore year to be what everybody wanted me to be, and this is what you got to do with your grades. And I said, you know what?
You were
This is
stopped
just-
trying to please everyone else.
Exactly.
Which
And
is
so-
also, and this isn't a therapy session, but it's also the time that your dad left. It was about that same age.
Yes.
So there's a lot of weird stuff going on right there.
Yes.
So we won't get into that. I just, because this is supposed
And
to be.
I had two young
this is-
sisters.
This is going to be fun part of my
Yeah.
spending your life. But it's interesting. Your first true love was sport, and then you ended up in the sport business. So,
Sports.
but
sports.
and of course you married
yeah.
your real love. So
Yeah.
we'll get so.
Sports helped me, like what you said. You hit the nail on the head. Sports helped me channel the stuff that I was feeling out, from when my parents separated. And there was a lot
You could
going on
hit
there.
something.
Yeah.
Basically,
Big
yeah,
time.
right? I mean, yeah.
Big time.
You can hit a ball. You can hit
Super
another
competitive.
Yeah.
I was so competitive.
I watched you play softball many years later.
Super competitive.
And I saw that because I know you're competitive in the golf course.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've known you that forever. But I went and watched you. You were in a league, softball
Yeah.
league, and I went to watch you play. I think you were playing shortstop or something that day, and you were a stud. And yeah, you could see the competitiveness in you. And
Yeah.
I've been to a few games with you, not
Yeah.
watching other.
Right.
Oh, dude. So and do we need a break?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. This is Mike's special day. He's turned 50 today. If there's access to a phone, can we give out a number that they can call here?
Yeah. 805-903-1974. That's 805-903-1974.
And I know we have a bunch of listeners in Bakersfield. We thank you for that. Give him a call and wish him happy birthday. I know he'd love to hear from you. It's his special day. We will talk a little bit about golf, and it's coming up here too. But it's all about Mike. It's all about Mike.
Thanks,
So,
Gibby.
You bet.
Thank
buddy.
you, Dr. Ryan McGowie, Health Group, for partnering with us on Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. HealthySlowCounty.com. Give them a call at 805-461-8822. It'll change your life around for the better, nutritionally, physically. It's Dr. Ryan McGowie, McGowie Health Group, HealthySlowCounty.com. We'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.